Appointing Scott Robertson early could be convincing All Blacks to stay. This is why New Zealand Rugby had to give everyone certainty. If you're Samisoni Taukei'aho and Rieko Ioane, you need to know who the All Blacks coach is before you recommit to NZR. That's not to say the appointment of Scott Robertson to succeed Ian Foster was what persuaded Taukei'aho and Ioane to sign deals through to the end of 2027, but it can't have hurt. It appears to have become accepted wisdom that Robertson was on the verge of replacing Foster last year. That the All Blacks' bumbling defeat to South Africa at Mambila Stadium was one humiliation too many for NZR and Foster was going to be punted. Instead, after much reported huffing and puffing from senior players, Foster was given a stay of execution. But what of the others? The Youans and the Taukei'ahos of the world. Were they in the Robertson camp? Is their commitment to NZR an endorsement of the decision to finally rid the team of Foster following this year's Rugby World Cup? Just as Robertson appeared poised to inherit the coaching job last year, so is Ioane linked with a permanent move to Japan after this season. Is it too big a leap to suggest that confirmation of a new coach convinced him that there was still a lot more to be achieved here and that his best rugby in the black jumper remained in front of him? For every player that voiced their wish for Foster to be retained last year, we have to assume there were others who might have been content to see someone else in charge. So I thoroughly commend NZR in this instance. I think making a change and providing certainty to players about the next 4 years was a wise decision. And, as much as maybe I'm not Ioane's biggest fan, I'll concede that his retention is a positive for both the teams he plays for and the wider game as a whole. Losing stars overseas isn't great for morale, but here's two, in Ioane and the outstanding Taukei'aho, who are staying. Hopefully more will do the same. Unfortunately, Foster is the casualty of the greater good. The man put in such an untenable position by his employer, through their obvious interest in Robertson, that he didn't seek reappointment beyond this year. It was in the All Blacks' best interest that his time as coach was given an end date, but still hellishly hard on Foster himself. Now reports suggest it was Robertson, and not the man who's still coach, who NZR went to for confirmation that Ioane should be re-signed. That's probably as it should be, even if it further undermines the incumbent. The official handover of coaching duties is still a few months away, but it's heartening to see a couple of star players already demonstrating their commitment to the new regime.